Sun is shining all day, stand between my toes, waves crashing on the bay, feel that warm breeze blow. No worries on my mind, just leave stress behind. Palm trees in the line, find that peace I find. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine, living in the moment, sipping on sunshine. Music in the air, laughter everywhere, dancing without a care, soaking up the flare. Midnight bonfire light, stars are shining bright, everything feels right in this paradise night. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine, living in the moment, sipping on sunshine. Music in the air, laughter everywhere, dancing without a care, soaking up the flare. Midnight bonfire light, stars are shining bright, everything feels right in this paradise night. Vacation time, I'm feeling so fine, living in the moment, sipping on sunshine.
Good afternoon, guys. What's up? It's Saturday.
Oh, not Sunday.
Which is definitely different for us. So thank you for coming in. I know this is a different time for us, but our kids' softball schedule forced us to switch times. So we appreciate everybody changing and joining.
Or watching later.
Right. Or watching later, whether you're watching the replay or live, we appreciate it.
Welcome
we understand
in.
everyone is busy, and welcome in. So we did not put this on the thumbnail at all. So those of you who are in here in true KAM Fam loyalty, you're going to get a big surprise. So we have a family surprise to announce. We thought what better way than to give it to you guys on YouTube.
So here we go.
So here is
Kevin,
the surprise. So Kevin, usually she makes an appearance.
check out this cutie.
So if you have seen Kevin before, you might notice something a little bit different. Look at that one. Can you tell them what's different?
I have glasses.
Oh, and they look so beautiful. So yes, you got glasses, and it can make you see so much better now, can it?
What kind of glasses are they? What is this? What color?
Pink and it's sparkly.
Sparkly pink.
Yeah, so sparkly pink glasses. So we have had those for
A couple days.
a couple days, but there is going to be some videos coming out sooner than later with Kevin in them. So we didn't want it to be a shock to everybody. And Kevin wanted to show them off and let everybody see them. So Kevin, so here, I'm going to skip down to some comments and we'll come back. So Danny Dizzle says she loves your glasses. Can you say hi, Danny?
Hi, Danny.
All right. Eddie Lugo Studios, welcome in. He says nice glasses. Can you say hi, Eddie?
Hi, Eddie.
All right. So we are going to scroll back up to the chat, but we wanted Kevin to get that in because otherwise trying to get to her at a certain time could be difficult.
It could be.
So she was anxiously waiting, and she wanted to make sure she shared
All right,
with you
now you can
guys.
go get your sisters for a snack. I'm like, hold off on the snack.
Yes, so now she is
Close
going
the
to.
door. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so let's get back to the chat. So first in today was Carnival Cruise Haddocks, but they're headed to the beach for Chris's birthday.
That's awesome.
So
Yay.
happy birthday to Chris. And if you were watching this on the replay, happy birthday, Chris. Hopefully you had a sausage good time at the beach.
Way to get that in there.
Hashtag sausage. All right, so Scott from Controversial Cruising Special Time KAM Fam.
Yeah.
The bone in butt special. So just for you, Scott, it is the bone in butt. On the bone in pork butt. If you have not had the bone in pork butt on a cruise, you're missing out. So yes, if you have not had that bone in pork butt, you are missing out. So Danny was in the house. Eddie Lugo, yo, Brooklyn in the house coming from there. So Zach with Coca Culture KAM Fam were at the convention, but wishing you the best. And yes,
Thank you.
I saw the whole nerd herd is at the convention together. So they had a photo out earlier.
That's awesome.
So yes, hashtag bone in butt. So yes, tell Zach to enjoy that stuff, saying hi to everyone. So yes, so we're going to talk about some different things today. It's a different time, so we'll see who wanders in, who doesn't, but we appreciate you joining us. And our topic for today is, are we missing out? But I guess,
Are we missing out?
are we missing out or are we saving our money? That's the better question, because we're going to be talking about add-ons to a Carnival cruise after you buy the cruise, which I guess is kind of the hot topic now, because maybe we should try some of this stuff so we get some points and stars, and we've been just holding out till the end.
That is not how it works. It's whatever fits in your budget at the time.
Yes. So do you want to talk about that first, or did you want to share the event y'all did yesterday? I know you were looking at sharing that with people.
Yeah, let's go ahead and share.
All right.
I wanted to make sure we shared Kevlin before.
Yes, so she wanted to share Kevlin, and then
We had a fun adventure yesterday.
yes, so we are going to go over here, and let me get this set up, guys. So give me 1 second, and we're going to show you
Just quickly. It'll only take a second.
what happened yesterday. Hopefully this is the right one. All right, so yes, so yesterday, and I'll let you explain what happened. So go ahead, talk.
McKenna had a friend sleep over, and they wanted, like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And McKenna couldn't decide anything. So I'm like, oh, well, we'll have a little painting session. So, of course, Ainsley and Kevlin wanted to get in on the painting session, but we wanted to keep them separate so they could still have the friend time versus sisters interrupting. So we found a step-by-step video on YouTube. They followed that. And Kevlin wanted to join in the fun, but we knew Kevlin's attention span would not be what it needed to be for this. So we got her own little thing to do.
So yes, so here's some progress pictures as Ainsley was painting. So if you have any guesses of what that photo is supposed to be, it's getting closer. If you do notice too, guys, take a notice. You can see the sun in this first photo, and in the next photo, it's dark. And we're still not done. This was a long event. What?
Yes, it was it was a 40-minute video, but you have to stop because they paint way faster than, our kids do. So it did turn into well over a 2-hour event. Well over 2 hours.
I was thinking it was more like 3 hours, but
yes.
So yes, McKenna was busy painting. Kevlin painted and drank her juice during the process, because
And then she was like, I'm done. What are we doing? See, I'll need my paint. What's taking so long?
she did not have to wait for step by step with all of them. She was able to do it on her own. So yes, so there was the painting. Here's Kevlin's final product. So if you notice on the little price tag, it has what the image should look like. Kevlin did pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, it is a quality little beach hanger, so that could obviously be a cruise decoration.
No, good call. She just wanted it for her room, but that's a good one.
So yes, might have to put that in the door decorations of our stuff. What's the matter? There's a kid at the door.
What, baby? I can't hear you.
And here is the other two. So these are Ainsley and McKenna's painting, the final products as they were drying, not driving. No one was driving that. So Danny says that is cute. So yes, it was a great time and fairly cheap event. Probably $20 total for everything.
Yeah, if that, because we had a lot of, it was a matter of the paint, but we had a lot of the stuff already here.
Yes. So we had that. And then it was taking them so long to paint, guys. I went and got crumble cookie. So we could enjoy some crumble cookie. If you are never had crumble cookie, try them out. They are great. So, hey.
They are hit and miss.
Hit and miss, yes. So
but if you get a good one, they are pretty good.
All right, so Fuzzy Adventure is new here. So, hey,
in.
welcome in, Fuzzy. Glad to have you here. We're talking about our event last night, but then we're going to get to cruise talk. So, your first time in, welcome to the KAM Fam. I'm Mitch.
I'm Taryn.
And
nice to have you.
Glad to have you here. So, as Danny says, welcome in, Fuzzy. Welcome in. We appreciate everybody coming in. So, a couple things before we get into our topic today. Just let everybody know we do have a premiere coming out on Monday night. So we did the NASA. If you have not seen that, went around the port, picked up all the free items, and now it's a night after NASA. And if you are a casino lover, you definitely don't want to miss this one because there's going to be lots of casino action. So that's going to premiere Monday night, 7:07 Central Standard Time. So Fuzzy says, never had crumble cookie. So
never have I ever.
Right. So Fuzzy, make sure
you check out the menu first.
Yeah, they change the menu every week.
They're not open Sundays.
So yes, not sure what kind of cookie you like, but some of them are
Can you
better.
go back to the picture?
Yes, sorry. Do you want to talk about the cookies?
So in this picture that ended today's set, so it ends today. My days are all messed up. It ends today. Is a peanut butter skillet cookie. That's the two on the left.
That's these.
For your right.
Can you guys see my mouse when I move that on there? I'm not sure. We don't do a whole lot of presenting stuff, so let me know if you can see where I'm pointing to. But those two cookies is what she's talking about.
Then there's the wedding cake cookie is right next to that, and the chocolate cookie on the far end is similar to if you've ever had like they call it lots of different things. Better
than ice
whatever
cream.
whatever cake. So it's like a chocolate cookie with a whipped topping with caramel and toffee bits. And then the girls actually, I was quite surprised, did a really good job of cutting them into 6 or 8 pieces. I don't remember which it was, so that everyone could try everything. But yes, it was great. But they have not had flavor. We've had a lot of their flavors in the past, but they have not had a lot of good ones lately. So this was as good as it was. And since she had a friend over, we wanted to do something fun. So that was our fun. So yes, make sure you check out the menu ahead of time, and price shocker for the 4-pack, it is like $16. So they're not cheap.
Right. So
for a cookie, for sure.
All right. So back to this, then we're going to get to talking cruise stuff, but premiere Monday night. And also, if you have not, every Friday we're doing a summer series, Cooking with the KAM Fam. So that drops every Friday, 5:30. And it would not be normal if our kids didn't come in and just
all right,
whenever they feel like
too.
In the live.
Say hi.
So yeah, so let me bring this back up here since Ainsley's now joining. So do you have anything you want to tell them, or you just decided to come on in?
Just wanted to say hi.
Okay. All right.
Now you're gonna go have a snack too. Yep.
So yeah, can't have a snack till you're part of the live apparently. So those of you
those were the rules
that have joined the live, you are welcome to a snack. So Scott is in and out, it looks like. So KAM Fam, yes. And Fuzzy, yes. So type that hashtag KAM Fam, it'll drop your link.
Yes,
check
awesome.
everybody out. So Danny says hey to Ainsley. By the time y'all message her, she is going to be gone already. Sorry, it's hot already. It's like 100-some degrees, guys. I mowed the lawn today. It was crazy. And it's hot. And now she wants to rub her hand on my...
I'm trying to protect my legs. Your hairy legs are rubbing against me and it tickles me. I'm going to slide over here.
This is why. Yes. So Eddie says dad's phone. Yes. So Ainsley is definitely a little...
So funny you say that. She is a mini me
in
his actions.
Nothing personality-wise. Eddie is strictly in looks. So yes.
Lies he tells.
All right, so let's get back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
And let me get stuff situated. And if you guys, when you came in, if you answered the poll question, have you ever ate at any of the specialty dining restaurants? So we're going to talk about a lot of things, but that's the big one. Are we missing out? Because
we have not done that.
We don't.
I've looked at the menus.
So we have
That's
been
as far as we've got.
We have been on, I believe it's almost 15 cruises now, and we have never ate at the steakhouse. We have never ate at the cucina at night. We have it at lunch for the free stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've never, like, the only specialty. Sorry.
It's like, oh, we paused.
Are you good or no?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have not had any of the specialty dining. And our question is, are we missing out by not going? Or are we just saving money? So I think I need to cut this off. There, I think that's better. Hopefully we're not lagging now, because Taryn likes to look at another screen. So hopefully, let us know. Are we lagging? Are we freezing? Or is things coming through clear? Hopefully now. It seems a little bit better. All right, so we usually do Moderna when we cruise NCL and teppanyaki. So we have not, that is, the teppanyaki is something we literally talked about right before the live. We've only cruised Carnival, but we have not been on a ship that has the teppanyaki. So yes, love hibachi stuff. We love hibachi on land. So that is definitely, is it just as good on sea, or is it something we can just get on land and we don't need to spend the money while we're at sea?
Do they still throw the stuff at you?
Right.
That's my favorite part. I don't ever catch it.
Do they flip the rice in your mouth and see if you can catch it? Or do they cook it and they serve it to you? Is there as much of a show? So Eddie says yes. So I'm assuming
that is my favorite part.
A yes for everything. So yes,
I try.
I do feel that is something, if we get on a ship that has the teppanyaki,
that might be one we have to try.
Right. And again, so Scott is saying steakhouse maybe. So Scott, tell me why I should go to the steakhouse. Now, is there a certain, because I've seen videos, believe me, like I know Chris and Liz always go to the steakhouse and it looks delicious. What is the steak?
Life always goes.
Yeah, Lovey
really
always goes and gets the steak, and the mushrooms are like, they bring a little mini burger or whatever, that looks super cool.
Right, the chef's special.
The chef's special. It's what should I get there? Like, I'm all down for a steak, but my fear is, am I going to regret the fact that I just paid $60 a person when that $60 I could have spent in the casino? Not saying I'm not going to spend the money, because I'm going to spend the money. It's just a matter of,
will I miss out on whatever's offered for dinner that night? I was like, oh, I'm really looking forward to this. And then I'll be like, we're going to the steakhouse. I'm like, oh, I really wanted that though.
Okay. So Eddie says, we went to one in Peachtree City here in Georgia, and it was just the same. So, okay. So yeah, so the teppanyaki, maybe.
Now, do you get soup, salad, both? Are there noodles? Those are good questions.
No matter what time I show up, Cheryl is always there. I'm assuming you're referring to Steakhouse, that Cheryl is always there. But Cheryl, if you're in the house, this is a little Mike Jones for you, because I know you've been laughing about that multiple days in a row. So Cheryl, yes. So laughing about that. Oh, Scott. The Krabby Patty is cool, but I love the steaks there, to be honest. And I think that's the thing is, if I'm going to the steakhouse,
I want steak, right?
And I want it to be I'm not doing the surf and turf, because I feel like then I get a smaller steak. I want one of the big steaks. I want to enjoy a perfectly cooked steak. But I don't go out to places to get steak. Typically, we cook steaks at our house. That's
maybe
how.
I'm too picky.
Maybe it's just we're cheap.
Well, that could be it too.
Because it's the same thing going out. Why? I don't want to spend $30 on a steak when I can make the steak in my house.
And $30 for all of our steaks.
Right, and $30 all of the steaks. So Scotty J says, hey, welcome in, Scotty J, by the way. I haven't said hi to you today, so welcome in. I used to do the specialty dining and got tired of paying the price, so ordered. So yeah, and that's the other thing is, are you better off just if you, so Scotty J, let me know, if you order the steak in the main dining room, does that steak taste just as good as it does at the steakhouse? Because I know that's an option as well. So Scott says he usually goes with the cowboy steak. So yes, I believe that's like,
It better be melting in my mouth if I'm paying that much money. Like that steak better.
well, but I think it's also the sides, as you can't get other stuff.
Are you limited on sides when
So-
you go to the steakhouse?
I believe in the steakhouse you can get as many sides as you want. They just serve a certain side. And it's entrees, you're limited to one.
Right.
So yes. I get steaks at the MDR or the complimentary restaurants like Taste or Sabor. To me is the same. So okay, so Eddie says it doesn't matter where you go and you get the steak, it's the same thing. I have a birthday vlog from the place here in Georgia and another at the Zumi Rest on the Harmony of the Seas. Okay, so we're gonna have to check that out and see what that looks like, Eddie. So definitely gonna check that out. So Scotty J says it comes from the steakhouse. So they're cooking at the same place. It's just a matter of what.
Not everyone has to pay that price if you want that fancy steak.
True, but again, is I can find stuff at the MDR.
Except for that last night.
Well, yeah,
I struggled that last
the
night.
last night on a 5-night cruise, and I guess it's on. I think it's the last night on the 7-night cruise as well.
Whatever
Besides,
night is the enchiladas.
the black bean enchiladas is the only thing that we find good about it. So obviously, teppanyaki is something that we should possibly look at. So hold on here. Scott says mashed taters, and 2 sides. So you get 2 sides in addition to the mashed potatoes, or
We should get mashed potatoes and you only get 2 sides.
maybe.
But I do like mashed potatoes.
Yes, or under Scott compliance, KAM Fam. I don't know what that means. So Eddie, I'm gonna need some more information. Scott compliance.
Uh-oh. Does that mean we're in trouble?
I don't know. Typically with Scott, it's never good. So lunch was way cheaper than dinner on the Harmony of the. So yes,
Which hibachi usually
hibachi usually
But
is
can you get steak at lunch?
right, because then usually at lunch you don't get all the different options. So I guess it's one of those. Do you want to pay the extra
I
money?
usually get chicken anyway, but I want the option.
Oh, Nat. Okay, I'm going back to that. Yes, Eddie, I understand. So we are under Scott compliance. So we do have more than one Scott in the house. I thought we had to have 3 Scotts. Did I miss a Scott? Scott, please stand up. Scott, please stand up.
Roll call.
Roll call. So hey, Mike and Rihanna's welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you. So yes, as Scotty J says, how many Scotts are here? Isn't it weird though, guys, that in this YouTube community that we all kind of travel around and see each other's stuff, how many people are named Scott? Like, what is the?
It's a popular name.
So Scott's standing. I am standing. Yes, it was hard to see in the back there, Scott. Thank you. Thank you for speaking up. Mike. So no, only
Bueller.
yeah. Scott is standing. Yeah. I'm still standing. So yes. Scott, you can sit down though. It's okay. You don't have to stand the whole entire show. All right, so back to this.
You lost your train of thought?
Yes, I did. Sorry, they got me off track again with Scott standing and 2 Scotts. Well, Scotty J, I don't know about him. So yes, Scotty J, he might count as depends on which personality. And
Does each personality have a different name?
I don't know. Because I mean, you have Scott from Controversial Cruising with lots of different personalities. So who knows?
We love them all.
So yes, we love y'all. We appreciate you hanging out with us on a Saturday. So getting back to this steakhouse, some of you are saying yes, some of you are saying no. We think we're going to try. But don't act surprised. You're the one who told me.
I do want to try it. But then I'm like, oh, it has to be on a very strategic day.
You told me the Thanksgiving cruise, you wanted to go to the steakhouse the last time.
I'm totally okay with that. But I say a lot of things that cost money that I'm okay with that he's not necessarily okay with. So
this is true.
I did tell him if I won big, I was going to go buy the Louis Vuitton bag in the place, and I won big and I didn't get it. So
Scotty J, I'm trying to say that we love you so much, and there's so much you to go around, and it just depends on who's here. Because if Sharon would show up, a whole new level of Scotty J shows up, and you cannot deny that. So yes, but for instance, Kachina, we've had Kachina at the lunch. We get the free pasta belly,
which is good,
which is great.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've never went to it at dinner. I don't know if it's worth it. I've seen the videos. I can get the chicken parmesan in the MDR. And my guess is it's the same thing. Right. And realistically, that's the entree I'd probably get. So Scotty is laughing because he knows that is true.
We all have those people. It's okay.
Yes. And we all, every one of us, when somebody shows up, a whole new level of personality comes out.
Sometimes that's needed.
Yes. I thought we had an Amazon delivery. Or at least nobody's chopping down a tree today, if y'all missed that the other day. But the other thing is, so not just restaurants. Okay, so Eddie says Alice loves the park. So Eddie,
I've seen someone eat it there.
Does Alice think it's different compared to the MDR? Is the Parmesan in Cucina that much better that I should go pay whatever it is, $15 or $20? What in Brooklyn? Yes, sir. It's going to be better, just like the pizza. I'm sure you don't even eat the pizza on a cruise ship. Now, if you do eat the pizza, hopefully you eat it with your hands and not a fork, because we have seen some content creators, not mentioning any names, they eat their pizza with a fork on a Carnival cruise ship.
Sometimes it's hot.
Doesn't matter.
It's not, but sometimes it is hot, and you just don't want to. I'm just gonna stop. And I'll say something. Someone's gonna.
Okay, so not on a cruise, not yet. So yes. But the other thing is, are we missing out? So we're not spending our money at specialty dining, but
we spend it elsewhere. But
not saying we don't spend money, but we don't get the Wi-Fi package. So when we cruise, we disconnect, which seems crazy. So yes, before I start this, I'm gonna come back to this, Eddie. Right. With a fork.
It has been done, not by us.
Yes, somebody by the name of Lovey's Fat Life. Check him out. And we go back and forth. Lovey knows that I've made fun of him for eating pizza with a fork before. And it is strictly because he claims it was too hot. I said, it doesn't matter. Use your hands. You don't use a fork with no pizza.
Unless it's homemade pizza.
If it is homemade pizza, then it's okay.
Pizza, we do use a fork.
Right. But if it is sliced pizza, you better be eating that thing with your hands. What?
Just funny. Sorry. It's just.
Yes. So when we cruise, we don't get the Wi-Fi plan.
No.
So
even though our child complains.
Right. So our kids think it's the end of the world. We just don't do it. We like to be able to disconnect. Now we're on our phones, obviously, because we're recording. You have the Hub app, check out menus, check in for dining, things like that.
Right.
But
chatting with each other. Where are you? Things like that.
Right. And that's one thing too, even. So the last cruise, and we'll have to see on the next one, but we don't even need the $5 Carnival Hub chat plan anymore, because we found out that with the new Wi-Fi that Carnival's installed in the past few years on all the ships, our text messages go through. So we can text message each other phone to phone, and it'll go through on the free Wi-Fi just to connect to get the Hub app to work. So we don't even waste money on the chat.
We don't get notifications, so
right. So that was a very
there.
disappointing thing, and I went to guest services and complained about it, and they said, "Sorry, I'll scoot over here."
No, you just keep. It's fine.
We're just gonna get farther apart, guys. This is why we don't sit in these chairs. Normally we sit in the other chairs. We don't have these issues. But it's fine. We're good. So back to the conversation at hand, because some chair keeps sidetracking us. We don't need no bone-in chair, sir. It's gonna be a bone-in fist fight pretty soon.
Like he keeps scooting away, but his
apparently because
stance keeps getting wider
right.
and still comes against my leg.
So yes. But yes, the Wi-Fi, we don't get it. We don't see the need for it. And as much, I feel like you just like to laugh at the comments before I put them in. Hashtag butt hurting chair. Hashtag bone. Squirmy Mish. Yeah, so sorry. Just because I need my legs to be a little bit spread apart because I'm stuck right here. Hashtag bone-in chair. We have to make a new video, the bone-in chair video, as opposed to the bone-in butt. But hey, you get tired of sitting in the same chair. It's actually fun seeing Karen's reactions before you. So yes, I'm trying to have a conversation with you guys, and she's in the chat with you guys. So it is hilarious.
I can't hold back.
Hey, welcome in, Kimberly Lavelle. You came in at the worst possible moment.
Welcome in.
But yes, we are squirming in our chairs, but there is no bones in the chairs. So yes, and I'm talking about Mike. I'm talking about you can't sit for so long, otherwise you got to move around in your chair a bit. So hashtag bony butt in chair. Yes, bony butt in your chair. You got to move around. Y'all know what it's talking about. So saying hi to Kimberly. That's how I know if my comment is good. Scott, you are on a roll today then, sir, just so you are aware, because she is rolling herself.
I know, but my eyes are starting to water.
So yes, subway legs. Never rode on a subway, but I'm assuming it'd be the same situation. So yeah, I'm glad we can entertain you with this type of stuff. And notice I didn't say type of deal, because otherwise you'd make fun of me for that too. Wi-Fi, yes. Thanks. So I don't know what. All right, so hold on. So thank you, Scott. Let's get you some of those felt dots for your chair. So yes. So Scott, thank you. And let me give you this for that. And then we'll come back and explain what he did.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Maybe I need one of those special cushions like for the old people. I mean, what? So I can sit down.
I can get you one.
Yeah. We're gonna need more than $199 for one of those little felt dots. Those ain't gonna cut it. I got a big.
I can get you one.
So is Michael's still? Yes.
Michael's?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the craft store, Michael's?
The craft store, we got one less than 2 miles from our house. So I'm gonna go find some felt dots and see if we can do it.
I could have some in my supplies.
We probably see. Apparently, we were not prepared for this situation. Scotty J says, I can't. He is dying laughing. So, Scotty J, we're glad. Look, this is like your workout, guys. If you don't feel it in your abs after hanging out with the KAM Fam, you are missing out.
So we need to weigh ourselves and see if we've made any progress.
Well, I don't think I laugh enough because everybody's laughing at us. I need to start laughing at myself, I guess. Hashtag type of deal with bony butt and chair. So Danny may have just summed up all of my things in one thing. Is there a limit on characters in the hashtag?
Characters.
We're going to find out. So Mike said, old people cushions for midget. Yeah, apparently I need an old person cushion. So we are laughing. Is that like a custom? I don't know, but if it is, I have them for my feet and they're expensive. So I can only imagine. Now, I will,
Custom butt imprint going on there.
so I do have a custom orthotic for my feet. And the way they did those, to design them, if they make those for the bone-in butt, I don't know, it'd be weird. Because just so y'all know, when you do your feet one, you stick your feet out and you twirl it around in front of a camera. And they like take a video of it. So I don't know. Yes, if they do that, it's over. So hold on, guys. We're gonna have to give you this, and I need a little break. On the bone-in pork butt. If you have not had the bone-in pork butt on a cruise, you're missing out. All right, so
I did
this
not know that. I got tears coming down now.
this might be. We had the bone-in butt live. This might be the whatever y'all are calling the new seat live. So yes, Taryn's crying over here. We're gonna need some tissues.
I'll be okay.
Everyone is laughing.
I did not know that is what he had to do to me.
No, they don't even give you the pictures. They keep them for themselves. And it was expensive. So they're probably making money not only on me paying, but my feet. I'm lying.
No, his feet.
Guys, my feet will never make an appearance in a video because I do not have
No,
pretty feet. And I feel bad.
they're like sports feet. It's gross.
I feel bad when I go get a pedicure done. So which kind of leads into the next topic.
The spa.
The spa. Are we missing out? Because we have never done anything.
We've walked into the.
We've been to the
area.
spa. We've done the massage tasters.
We've just never paid.
We've
for
never paid for anything.
a service at the spa. Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. Am I missing out on that? Should I let them go touch my feet? One time, the guy tried. I had to do a. Have y'all ever done this? Let me know in the comments if you've done this before. So have you ever done the massage taster and the dude who does the feet thing, because they tell you like, oh, we can tell you what kind of feet you are. They have you put like some dye on your feet and then they give you a paper copy of what your pressure points of your feet look like. So I did that. They didn't charge me. He did say, we could probably do a lot for you. And I said, somebody already took care of my feet. No, thank you. So yes.
They did that to the guy on the radio too, and he bought the stuff from them.
Yeah, it is. Twirling in, yep. So hey, yeah, Scott is crying. He says, Scott, don't cry.
Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I don't want any, yeah. I don't know why people should do that. So yes, I was tiptoeing into the next topic, which just led to more feet. So yes, just like Billy J. Billy J, I don't know if he shows his feet, but that's why we don't watch Billy J apparently, because I need no feet stuff coming out. I don't like to taste my massage from where I'm from. They call that a... There ain't no...
Okay with that.
That's a whole different type of... We're just going to let that one be. Good thing Zach is in here. He would be blaming me for Parmesan. Yeah. So, yes. All I know is when Zach watches this replay, better get a box of tissues or don't take a drink in between because you never know what could come out of our mouths. Literally. Thankfully, the drink had stayed down. Oh my gosh. Y'all are great though. I love hanging out with you guys. And you make this so much fun. He is wholesome. So yes, Scott is the most wholesome person ever. Oh, no. See Scotty J bringing out that other side.
Misspelled that?
Yes, when you get a Happy Meal with your I've never got a Happy Meal in my massage. That's why I don't get
Let's
massages.
keep going.
Zach is not wholesome. So yeah, y'all don't be hating on Zach. See, y'all are picking on Zach though and not Ron. So that's one thing. Y'all like to pick on them when they can't even be here to defend themselves. All right, so have y'all ever went to the spa? Now, the one thing I will say we have talked about before, because I think it would be awesome
Thermal.
to get the thermal pass. Like if we got a spa room where they have the thermal suite. I did get to try the chairs out one time. It was super comfortable.
Yes, he talks about it. He's like, we got to get this. We got to get this. I'm like, we'll look into it.
Yeah, but have you guys ever tried the, I don't know, is it the philosophy pools? Like they look super cool with the water and you lean back and you got the, what?
You lean back.
Yeah, you don't sit up in them. You lean back in them. Y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? This, Scott doesn't go to the spa because everyone thinks I work there. Scott, that's horrible. I feel bad.
Poor Scott.
But hey, maybe then if we cruise together, you could get me into the spa for free. Just, we're here. Happy Meal. That's only on the McDonald's app that you get Happy Meals, which is now rebranded as the Carnival Cruise Line app, where you can earn your rewards. Yeah, that's what it is.
Bad joke.
We'll get into that on the Usual Suspects Live. So, hey, what time, Eddie, what time are y'all going live? Because maybe we can't pull none of that crazy crap y'all did, that 6-7 hour stuff.
No, we got softball tomorrow.
We got softball tomorrow. That's why we're here now. So we cannot pull that stuff off, but we might have to stop in and see what's going on. All right. I do have an aunt who I can put in touch if anyone needs a manicure. It only takes 10. We need tea. No.
I'm good.
I'll show up, Eddie. I mean, I'll be there. How long? I'll wait it out is the... So, yes, softball all day tomorrow, which is why we can't be here for the live. Now, we may... Well, we're going to hope we wouldn't be back in time for the live.
Right.
Because if we're back in time for the live, that means they lost bad. So...
If we lose from the beginning.
Right. So Scott said he's done. Serious Scott for the next 18 minutes. I will believe it when I see it. Now, Scott, we love you in every different way. So Eddie is going to be on at 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's 8 o'clock our time. So we can probably come watch that for a little bit. Or at least it'll be a little laughter before bed. All right. So anyways, what have we not talked about? Are we missing out? I say Ainsley hits a double and McKenna hits a homer.
I certainly hope you're right. Ainsley for sure can hit the double. I don't know if McKenna can. I don't know if McKenna can do it. She can get in the park homer. I don't know if she can get an out of the park homer.
Out of the park homer.
It's possible.
Right.
She got a new bat. We'll see.
Right. And it's an expensive bat. If y'all don't understand, softball is a crazy expensive sport. When a cheap bat is $200, that's nuts. So Scotty J says he will be there tonight. Now he's saying both are homers. So we'll see. They do have 4 games to try to produce that. In the park homer is more impressive. So yes, in the park homer is possibility because we're playing on turf fields. So it could be.
Usually it's because of errors though. So
Scott, I will put it on Taryn to get a video of it. No guarantees. If not,
they're playing at the same time.
McKenna or Ainsley will tell you all about it, Scott. They will send you a special message. All right. So what are we missing out on, or what do you want to talk about?
We don't do the bubbles package.
Right. So the
just
bubbles package we feel is the biggest scam in the world.
Okay. Stop putting words in my mouth.
Sorry, not the biggest scam, but why would I pay to get a drink when I can bring a drink on for free?
True. But also, we don't just let our kids have a free-for-all for soda. And
Right.
for some of them, Kevin and McKenna, even if we did, they wouldn't drink it.
Now, and I'll say this. If you got bottled water in the bubbles package, or if Carnival made an in-between package I'd be all for it. But if all they're getting is soda, we don't need to
Right.
be drinking that 24/7.
Now we'll put
And
the ice cream.
it's
before.
not worth that amount of money.
Have the ice cream. It's much better for you.
Yes.
You're getting some calcium in. So one thing we have tried, which scam or not, I don't know, or good thing or not, is the seafood shack.
So yes,
It's not something we get all the time, but usually if we're like, oh yeah, that does look really good, we should try that again. Or oh, we saw a video and they tried, I think the last time was the buffalo shrimp,
right.
and it did look really good, and it was really good.
But I would say the seafood shack is definitely worth it for your money. That is one thing.
For what we get.
Right, for what we get. I don't know what everybody else gets. So Scott says, OMG, I love the seafood shack. So yes. And Scott, we've seen some of your stuff from the seafood shack, which is also one of the reasons that we love the seafood shack. But what if you had to pick just one thing at the seafood shack, what would you say is your favorite thing? Now, Scott says, I found this weird. Yeah, okay.
Tornado.
We saw that on the last cruise as well. We did not try it. We saw some people get it. I don't know. To me, it looked like if you go to the fair.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Where they spin the potato on the little whirly thingy, and then they drop it in the fryer, and then they just have different seasoned salts they put on it. So probably not bad. However, in my
It
mind,
should be just like an extra crispy cross between a chip and a French fry.
right. But it didn't look as crispy as it should be. So I would say pass on it. I don't know. So Scott, did you actually get it? So he says it's like a fair potato. Kind of tastes like a fish though, because they probably fried in the same oil.
Right. No, I'd want that separated.
So Scotty J says the seafood boil.
We've not had that there.
Right. So we have
We've
stuff.
had a lot of people next to us, but that seemed to take a long time for them to get that out.
Yes. So Scott says, I love the clam chowder if I'm not over drinking that.
Oh, over drinking. I was like, if you're not, is there a night you don't drink?
Right. If it's
I do
early
like the
enough.
clam chowder.
So yes, clam chowder is definitely great. The first time we had the clam chowder was when we were cruising at Christmas time. It was a little bit cooler outside.
And it hit the spot.
It was wonderful. And the amount you get for what you pay.
It's the same I would pay anywhere else. So I'm like,
Right.
it wasn't.
Clam chowder is very good. The last time we had the buffalo shrimp, the buffalo popcorn shrimp or whatever it was, that was really good, which that's going to be coming out in another
We got
week's
the
video.
soup with it too.
Say what?
Didn't we get the soup with it too?
We got soup with it, and we got something else too. I'm about to start editing that video, so then I'll remember exactly what it was. So Scott said he got all three. So you got all three of the different types of potatoes. Please tell me you didn't eat all those potatoes, Scott, because that's, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
All the food he ate for the day. It's fine. You
I
don't
just don't.
judge.
No, I mean, you can eat as much potatoes as you want. I just don't know that I'd be able to eat that much potato. I'd rather go get the guy's burger fries.
And eat 4 Reubens and 3 pizzas.
Right.
And so we're not judging.
Trying to save my carbs. That's why I'm eating the Reuben instead. So he did with the help of Greg from Cruise Life TV and Michelle a little bit. So yes, it's always great.
Yes. We share with the kids. We're nice like that.
Right. On a 7-day, I usually drink 5 to 7 days, and I'll 24-hour fast one of those days, but I probably won't do that on World America too much to try. Hold on. Are we talking fasting from drinking or fasting from food?
I don't fast at all on a cruise.
Because if you go 24 hours on a cruise and you don't eat anything, that is crazy, Scott.
Right. That means you missed the really good mashed potato day.
Right. Mashed potatoes on the buffet is where it's going to be. It's going to be 7 for 7 in 2027. There's going to be no fasting from food and drinks, just water and blood. Wow.
Oh, not on a cruise. Maybe when I get back, but not coffee.
So he says, I did it on the worst carnival menu day 4. I don't know what day 4 is off the
now
top
I'm
of
going to
my
have to look up day 4 because I think the black bean day is the worst. And I like black beans, but I'm not an enchilada fan, and that did not mix well.
Right. So yeah,
I'm always able to find something. So
But-
now I'm going to have to look at day 4.
More power to you, Scott. I'm impressed that you can
Yeah.
go, because I don't
Is that
know.
with the drink package and you just don't utilize it that day? Because I would feel sad that I missed out on a whole 24 hours.
Fasting, I used to have no. Scott, yeah, I'm with you. The last time I fasted was, I fast every night. From the time I close my eyes till the time I open them, straight fasting. Every night. I am a routine nightly faster. That's correct. My roommate's Drake, some of mine. Wow. That is crazy. He did a 10 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Wow.
Now, you do
there's
this
not
every
much-
time, or you just did this one time for a video?
So there's not much open after that. And then
Scotty J, don't laugh because you're in that same fasting mode as me, I'm sure. It's when you close your eyes until you get up. But sometimes, maybe like once or twice a month, you got to break that fast and find a snack in the middle of the night. On a cruise, those rules do not apply. The fasting rules do not apply.
oh, I clicked the one.
But that's the other thing too. Like, are we missing out? We typically don't get the drink package. So Taryn has gotten it a couple times. I've never gotten the drink package. So Taryn's gotten it when we've had 2 separate rooms, and it is expensive. Now, luckily, we've been fortunate enough to pass, I don't know, 5-6 cruises where we've had drinks in the casino. So we have enjoyed that.
All right, here's the night 4 on a 7-day menu.
All right, so night 4. So you're going to talk to them while I look at this, or what?
Yeah, I did it at a New Orleans. Was it New Orleans where it started right away? That was the only
Yes.
reason where I was like, oh, I don't even have to wait. This is perfect. And then I just got to try whatever I wanted to try. But my kids got a little judgy and they're like, you're going back up there again. But I enjoyed it where I didn't have to worry about if I didn't like it. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that drink's not for me. Let me try something else.
I'm disappointed in this guy. Night 4 is an awesome menu, I feel.
Right, let's hear it.
All right, so night 4, your appetizer choices are a barbecue beef spring
Now
roll.
this is on a 7 night, so I want to make sure that we got the right one. 'Cause
Right.
That's a typical length.
And I'm going to tell you straight up, yeah or nah on every single one. Barbecue beef spring roll, nah, I'm not having that.
But he's tried it a lot.
Spaghetti carbonara, that's pretty good. The Hawaiian shrimp poke bowl, I love that. However, I take the pineapple out.
Same.
So it's great. I think it's refreshing. Shrimp cocktails there every night. That is Taryn's favorite.
For
If you-
sure. If you can't
ever-
find anything else,
If you've ever watched a KAM Fam video, you know Taryn's having shrimp cocktails. Caesar salad, I don't do Caesar salad on Carnival Cruise.
I do.
They do real house-made dressing, and I don't like that. The broccoli and cheddar soup, I think the broccoli and cheddar soup is pretty good. The pasta fazzoli, we've said no to that one.
I have tried it. It's not bad, just not mine.
However, this right here, the G-Rod street salad, is by far one of Emerald's best appetizers that he's come out with.
It is delicious.
So that, now, the cast iron bronzed fish, stay away from that.
Yeah.
No go on that one. Southern fried chicken. The Southern fried chicken is not very good. Don't eat it on a cruise. The roasted leg of lamb, no thank you. The roasted sirloin of beef. And here's the trick. Go ahead.
I love that.
You do.
That was really good.
But, and this has been my take all the time.
I roll.
Either on a cruise, the prime rib is going to be delicious, or the roasted sirloin of beef. You're never getting both of them to be good. So if the prime rib is good, then cash out. You don't need to go to night 4. I understand. But if the prime rib is not good, that roasted sirloin of beef is going to be amazing. The eggplant parmesan, we've tried that. Nothing special. Beef steak salad, not impressed with it overall.
So I see where, okay, night 4.
Right now, I will say the desserts, the banana cream pie, pass on that. Go to C-Day brunch if you want banana cream pie. All right, so welcome in, Subi.
Subi, welcome.
Love to see you.
Agree. I love the Caesar salad as well.
And the cast iron fish is disgusting. So I don't know. I think we may have had it one time. I do know on the Dream, Taryn tricked.
Trick, that's the word. There was no fish in the description whatsoever. I was like, this sounds interesting. Let me try it. And I'm like, oh, it's fish.
Yeah.
I like salmon. That's the only fish I like. I don't like it to be fishy.
So Eddie says, I usually eat the Caesar salad, plenty of F rolls with Buddha, and everyone else. Oh, butter, my bad. Sorry.
Rolls. Is it the cranberry roll?
Oh.
That one is my favorite.
That is true.
Is it your favorite now too?
I do enjoy it, and I get
I mean, I like all the rest of them too, but the cranberry night, I'm like, oh yeah, I need a little bit more.
So, hey, welcome in. I'm assuming this is Kimberly.
Hey, Raymond. Oh, well, you don't know. Hey, Raymond's Kimberly.
Either Raymond or Kimberly. Welcome in. Thanks for the updates on the food. Appreciate it.
And now Kimberly can meet Kimberly.
Right, because Kimberly Lavelle was in here as well. So Kimberly, meet Kimberly. And yes, it is Kimberly. So we are meeting our quota here today, guys. Number of Scots, number of Kimberlys. It's a matter of how many people you can get with.
Who's going to break the tie?
Oh, now, Kimberly.
Maybe she needs to search on YouTube.
Right. So maybe now the one thing is if you have a Roku TV, we have one of those voice remotes. Raymond can just push the button and speak, and it'll bring it up on the screen. So yes, Scott, are we in compliance with Scott and Kimberly all around? So yes, I do see why you could see that menu is not the greatest one. However, I mean, I am not kidding. He has a lot of amazing actors, but not that remote control. Hey, we all have things we're good at.
I'm sure you're good at everything.
No, not everything.
Not everything.
But it just depends. So yeah, it's the remote control. That's fine. Maybe he, I don't know, mows the lawn well. I mow the lawn pretty good. Taryn lets me do it. Maybe he does the laundry well. I do the laundry. You just got to find out what you're good at.
Would you like to throw me under the bus anymore? I don't like to do the laundry. In fact, I don't mind doing the laundry. I don't like to get it out, move it over, fold them, any of that. And he gets mad if they just sit in there. So I'm like, go for it.
All right. What else you got on your list? We got a couple minutes left before we need to.
Paid room service. We have yet to do paid room service.
Yeah.
We did it when it was free, and I love the peanut butter and jelly. So definitely disappointed. And we've talked about doing it again, but we're like, oh, we should go back to the room and order a peanut butter and jelly because, you know, that's my go-to. But then we get back to the room and I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go to bed. I don't want to wait.
Yeah. And I do think that's one thing where we talked about before that does size matter. If we had the balcony room, we'd probably be more apt to order that room service and sit out on the balcony.
This is true.
But when you're in the interior room, it's just go to bed.
But when we see Chris and Liz getting room service, I'm like, oh, that looks so good.
Yes.
Oh, we should try that.
And I will say the wings that Scott and Chris had on one of those last cruises, they look delicious. So maybe we're going to have to add room service to it.
So one thing we have paid for is in the dining room, beignets for brunch. We did try that.
So Eddie says he's never done room service either. See, now I will say try out the free continental breakfast one. That's good, especially if you're cruising with kids. You can get milks for the fridge or cereal, that type of stuff to tide them over.
All right, there you go, Kimberly. There's a tip for you.
Yes. So Kimberly, have you just heard that? The free room service in the morning.
Just for little things.
We do have a video out on that. It doesn't take that long, but you can get milk, stick it in the fridge for the kids. I know the grandkids are going with juice, apple juice, cereal, some muffins, bagels before you get them.
The cereal, bring a little Ziploc bag or a little container. They can snack on it later.
Take it while you're snorkeling.
Yes, absolutely. And the only other thing we had on our list is sushi. I don't remember if we talked about it.
No, we have not ate at the Bonsai Sushi. Ainsley would love to because she thinks she loves sushi.
But little does she know, she loves sushi that is fully cooked. not
Right. She doesn't.
not real.
She doesn't like the
sushi.
real sushi. So. So yes, Kimberly says, thank you. We'll definitely do that for my grandson. He is an eater. Yeah. So it's great to have. I mean, you can go get food 24/7 for the most part. You can find, well, not anymore.
Yeah, no, not 24/7.
Sorry, from about 2 to 6, you're limited on options. But
Hopefully they're
hopefully
sleeping.
you're sleeping. Or if you're like Scotty J and myself, that's when we're fasting. Because drinks don't count during fasting time. Scott got me barbecue wings on the Paradise to try out. They're pretty good. So yes.
Were they boneless wings or bone-in wings?
So you got them through room service. So I think those are bone-in wings. So Eddie is saying no sushi. So has anyone on this had bonsai sushi? My grands are big sushi kids.
They are bougie. They like the raw.
Like, yeah,
tuna,
they're the
like-
raw. Now, I will say they do have a cool sushi boat that overall doesn't seem bad for the price.
But
However,
we wouldn't need half
we
the
wouldn't
stuff on
need-
there.
3/4 of the stuff on here. So it's not worth it for us. But
But it is cute.
yeah, it's cute. Maybe they would. So sushi, we are sushi fans here. So yes,
I don't know that we're not. I don't know that we've had it.
we like cooked sushi. We don't like any of the raw stuff.
Have we tried raw sushi?
I don't risk it. So yes, and crab legs. So yes, Seafood Shack, crab legs. Seafood Shack's gonna have good stuff. The crab legs, it just depends on what market
Or
price is.
crab legs in Alaska. That's where we're gonna get our crab legs.
Yes, so we are looking forward to that, and we're gonna pay.
It's expensive, but they look phenomenal.
But yes, all right. So I think we made it to the end of our list, and we made it
Nope,
to the
cat and hat breakfast. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Last thing, and then we're gonna cut y'all loose. We have done the cat in the hat breakfast. We did it twice, I believe, maybe 3 times. Definitely a cool experience.
So we made sure we did it with Kevlin as well.
Yes. So, Kimberly, that is something. If the grands are anything interested in Dr. Seuss, the
Or
menu,
just like people dressed up.
right? The menu, you're not getting any better food than you are going to C-Day brunch. But it's all about the experience, and you don't pay.
Green eggs in hand.
Yes, but overall, what you're getting is the same. They just add some color to it.
Right. Cereal crusted waffle.
That's not on the menu anymore.
They top them still.
Okay.
They're not rolled in it and baked in them like before.
Right. So that was something we have splurged on before. But we'll see.
It's fun. You get your pictures in. They give you time with them.
Right.
It's cute. So for sure.
So I think that's going to wrap things up. So a couple of things, just some reminders or shout outs. We are going to be, so we are not going to be live tomorrow at our normal Sunday night time. Also, the next couple of weeks, we are going to be on vacation. So I can't guarantee any for sure time lives, but there might be some pop-up lives. So make sure you have your notifications on. You don't know what state we're going to be in or where we're going to be at. Who knows? We might try to do KAM Fam live from 10 different states.
We might.
It wouldn't be an hour each time, guys, but it would be short and to the point just to show you what's going on and where we're at, because we are heading towards Mike and Leanna's country, but not quite that far. But we're heading to the north. So we'll do that. We are going to be premiering our second part of Nassau on Monday. So that's at 7:07 p.m. And every Friday night at 5:30 all summer, the Cooking with the KAM Fam will be dropping videos. So if you did not see the chicken one last week on Friday, I guess yesterday, my days are all confused.
I know.
So yes, on last night, that one dropped, and we got more ready for you that are going to be coming out even while we are on vacation. So yes, KAM Fam Live, we're still going to try to do it. We just don't know when or what. So make sure you have those notifications on. Thank you,
Thank you,
Kimberly Lavelle. So we're going to be close to Canada, but we're not going to make it all the way to Canada on this short of a trip.
There is lots to see. I've been to Canada. It's beautiful.
Yes. But guys, we are going
And
to
you can drink at the age of 18 there. Just saying.
call it a day. So thank you for joining us. And we're going to leave you with this. And we will see y'all around, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Just when we thought the night was over, somebody decided to head to the bar. And they want a drink.
And I want candy. I already got it.
Oh, and she's getting candy.
I'm eating.
You're going to eat. It's for your straw. Just a minute.
I think straw.
Hey, what did you order?
What did you say? Though?
What did you order from him?
No, like the drinky thing.
A Shirley Temple.
Yeah, Shirley Temple.
Do you even know what that is?
I don't even have no idea.
You have no.
It's a drink?
It's a drink. He's gonna make it for you.
Wow. Make it.
All right, dump it in. Oh, slow down. That's kind of what? Kind of soury. All right, guys, but this is not the end of the night. Well, for some, it may be the end of the night. Others, the night is young still.
Yeah.
So we'll catch y'all later. Bye,
Have a great
guys.
weekend.